Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on our channel, and today we are going to discuss regarding the Npci exam. So you all know I have already posted regarding the Npci hiring and the exam pattern and the updated, that is the changed exam pattern for yesterday. There are two batches hired already done, two batches assessment already done yesterday, and let's see what is the next questions that are coming in, like what might be the cutoff, what might be the interview dates, what you should prepare for interview. We're going to discuss regarding that all. So make sure you're watching it fully, and make sure you're sharing with your fellow students who have already applied and have a good marks in the npci exam. So before moving on, if you are new to our channel, make sure you are subscribing to the channel and joining our telegram group from the description box link. So let's see what might be the cutoff for this particular assessment. So for NPCI, first round of assessment is already done. The first round was based on aptitude and technical MCQs. So the cutoff of that round will go a bit higher this time, because this time the hiring numbers are a bit low, and application or number of applicants are a bit much higher. Okay, so almost you can say that you have to come within 90 to 91 percentile students. Okay, like at least you have to come within top 10% students. Okay, so cutoff for that you have to have at least like more than 75 to 80% you can expect. Okay, that is like more than 75 to 80% marks you have to get in that particular question. So there are like 60 questions. So for 60 question you have to have at least 45 to 50 marks. And when you can get, or when you can expect your interview. So interview dates generally for npci happens within like 15 to 20 days of your exam. Okay, so interview of the npci generally happens after 15 to 20 days of assessment. Okay, so you can expect by january 15 or something like that, you can expect any update. Okay, from january 10 to 15 you can expect that your interview is scheduled, they will start sending. So what you should prepare, what to prepare for interview. Okay, what to prepare for interview. So that is one of the questions that you might ask, because like those candidates who have done a good thing, they should start preparing for interview from now. Okay, so even if your marks are more than even if your marks are more than um, 60%, I will suggest start preparing for it. Okay, because you never know, because their question level was hard, so it might be that many students scored low marks, so that time the cutoff also will go down. Okay, so if you have at least more than 60% marks, you can think, then go and prepare for the interview. Okay, so let's see what you should prepare for interview. First, obviously prepare a basic introduction, because interview you have to give an intro. You all know who have given interview earlier. In interview you have to give a intro. Okay, next thing you should prepare is going to be your next thing you should prepare for interview should be your resume. Okay, whatever you have written in your resume, make sure you are preparing those. And your projects, whatever projects you have done and mentioned in resume, make sure you are preparing all those. Okay, so whatever projects you have done, make sure you are preparing everything regarding that. Okay, because they will ask you questions based on your resume only. Okay, most whatever you have written in your resume, make sure you have done those. If you have not done anything, do not write it in resume. If you have done anything, write it in resume. Okay, and next, what you should do or what you should learn except this resume stuff. So any coding language. Okay, so it will be better if it is between a oops language. Okay, and if it is not, then c will also work a bit, but you should make sure that you have known all or practiced already at least one oops language. Okay, so one of these will be good. And if you have done python, that will also work. Okay, python will also work, but java or c++ is going to be better. And what is the next thing? Next thing is going to be regarding oops concept. Oops concept is one of the most asked questions in the in history of interview for freshers. Okay, because oops concepts, they will ask different things. There are different questions they can ask from here, like inheritance, polymorphism. There might be different types of polymorphism. Okay, types of polymorphism are there, and there are other things like they might ask from oops concept is that uh, they might ask for abstract class. Okay, these things they can ask, or also friend class or friend function, virtual function, over override. These things they can ask. There are many things like this in oops concept, so they can ask any of those. Okay, that's why oops concept is one of their most favorite things. Make sure you are learning all of this with example and concept. Okay, so next thing you should study is SQL. That is the SQL query you might have to write, or you might have to explain the questions, or like the function, different functions. Okay, the different functions, what they do, and like suppose I'm asking difference between delete and truncate. Okay, this is one of the questions that might ask. Also, next thing is going to be your DBMS. DBMS, from DBMS they ask different questions like property, acid property, and then they might ask. Okay, and there might be questions regarding normalization, cardinality. These things they might ask from DBMS also. They might ask questions from computer networks also, from OS also, but these things they don't generally ask. There is very less chance of these questions they might ask. Okay, very less chance. Okay, that's why I'm putting it in italics. And also there is a another thing that they might ask good questions about is from DSA. Okay, so that's it, and that's the things they're going to ask from interview. Okay, so your intro, resume, projects, and any coding language like C++, Java, they might ask questions from Java. Like if you have you are saying Java, they might ask questions from exception handling, or what is interface, this type of things. Oops concept, there might be questions. Oops concept, there will be surely questions, because that is favorite topic or favorite topic for interviewers. Also SQL and oops concept, these two things. DBMS you should also prepare well. Okay, and last these three things, at least prepare the DSA and computer networks and operating system. Even if you do not prepare, that will not affect anything. They